Hi, my name's Paul. I'm the match director for the Arizona 2-Gun, presented by Independence Training and hosted at the Cowtown Range.
My name's Mark. I'm the administrator for the website, the Facebook page, scores, and all the promotion stuff that you'll see for Arizona 2-Gun at Cowtown Range.
What we're doing here with this video series is just kind of give a quick introduction to the match itself and do a little cover overview of the different equipment divisions based on the actual gear by showing you physical examples. Big thing we're going to cover first is when you come to the range to shoot your first match with us, you're going to come to the sign-in area. We're going to have that signed out. You're going to fill out your hold harmless waiver saying you're not going to sue us because, come on, it's big boy rules. Follow on to that, you're going to sign in, pay your $20 fee, and we're going to get you guys going. You'll then get handed off your score sheet. On the score sheet, it's very important you actually fill out the name position so we can know who you are, and fill it out so we can read it. Follow on, put your division there. We'll cover the divisions here in a moment. After that, you'll put this with your squad roster, with your squad mom, and we'll get you going. Last thing is the safety areas. Safety areas are an area where you can handle and manipulate firearms, clean them, inspect them, show them off to your friends, but absolutely no ammunition is to be handled, done with at all in those areas. I.e., don't go load your mags on that table if that's a safety area. After that, we got divisions. Equipment divisions are based on this. We have limited, TAC, heavy, open, and armored. We're going to cover them in order. First division up is going to be your limited division. Limited division is basically any type of iron-sighted or non-magnified red dot or prismatic style optic or sight. You can have multiple iron sights on there, but only one optic, no magnifiers, nothing magnified. What works in that division is an AR-15 such as this with just a simple Vortex red dot, or an AK variant with yet another red dot type sight on it. In the limited division, you are limited to 30 round magazines. Standard 30 round AK-74 mag, standard AR-15. You can also use the 20 round mags or any capacity under 30 rounds.
For tactical division, you can still run the optic red dot, but you can also have the addition of a magnifier of your choice, along with as many iron sights as you wish to run. The magnified optic must stay on the rifle for the stage. You cannot remove it from the rifle. You can use it in the standby position or the deployed position or whatever the stage requirements are, but it must remain on the gun. Okay? The tactical division is a variable optic. Any number of iron sights are permitted. If you want to use a variable 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 6, 1 to 8, if you want to run an ACOG, that's permitted.
Any single optic.
Any single optic. So Paul's going to cover open division.
Okay, so open division, basically with the addition of a bipod or a grip pod and you actually deploy the actual bipod portion, you are now in open division. Open division can also utilize any form of multiple optics they want, 40 round mags, the D60 60 round drums, the whatever optic mount system setup you want to run. What puts you in open is bipods, extended capacity magazines, multiple optics.
And pistols.
Pistols. Now, this is a good example of a pistol that's legal in both limited, tactical, heavy, and armored and open. Open division would have an optic on top of the gun, and that would put you in open. Or muzzle brakes, compensators, etc. put you in open.
So if they had an iron-sighted rifle and an optic on the pistol, they are in
open division.
Okay. And
or armored if they're wearing armor.
Good point. Magazines are limited to 140 millimeters or roughly 5.5 inches. If you have a 33 round Glock mag, which we've seen brought out before, that'll put you in armored or open.
Basically, an easy way to tell is this. If you're Glock 17 and you're running a 17 round standard magazine or a +5 extension, you're fine. If you're running the new Magpul 21 round mag, you are also fine. Anything longer than that puts you in open, or if you're wearing armored, you're happy to be in the armored division. Heavy division, I don't have one of the rifle example, but it'd be pretty much any 308 rifle, regardless if it's running an optic, iron sights, magnified optics, whatever you want.
Bipods?
Bipods are not legal in heavy division.
Okay.
Only in open and armored. Heavy division has a max capacity of 30 rounds for the magazines, which is pretty much the longest magazine you're going to run. Absolutely no drum magazines allowed. Now, last division is armored division. Armored division requires you to wear an armor plate carrier of some type with armored plates both front and rear.
They can be ceramic or steel.
Or any other combination, whatnot, but they must be armored plates front and rear. Other things to know about the division: armored can do pretty much whatever they want. As long as they have it with them throughout the duration of the match, they may add or remove bipods according to the stages themselves. However, in armored division, you must carry whatever you want to use for the duration of the match on your person for the match. So therefore, if you want to run a bipod, it has to stay with your gear or put in a pocket, a jump pouch, whatnot, but it must be with you. If it's on the gun, great, you can deploy it at your discretion. Armored division also requires you to run a hydration system of some type. You must have at least 1 liter of water on your person at the start of the match. That 1 liter can be anything from 2 of the little 500 milliliter water bottles, which are your standard water bottles. It can be a hydration canteen system or any type of hydration pack attached to your armor system. However, it is required.
Scoring.
Scoring. On the paper targets, which we don't use all that often, but when we do, the scoring is based on this. This is the face side that you would actually be shooting. On the reverse side, we've color-coded it so it's a little easier to see, but you won't be shooting at the colors at all, ever. The shooter is required to make 10 points on the target for the target to be neutralized. With rifle, point values are such. The red triangle area in the head is worth 10 points. The blue triangle or blue square in the middle of the body is worth 8 points. The entire yellow zone is worth 6 points. The green zone is worth 2 points. Purple means nothing. It's 0 points and nothing's there. The shooter, it's up to you to decide how many times you're going to engage a target and how you're going to engage a target so that you get 10 points. With the pistol, the head triangle area is worth 5 points. The blue area is worth 4 points. The yellow area is worth 3 points. Green is worth 1 point, and again, purple is 0 points. Again, it's up to the shooter to determine how many rounds they need to fire to neutralize the target. On your score sheet, paper has 2 areas that will be scored under: failure to neutralize or no hits on target. Failure to neutralize is 10 points, i.e. the same amount of points you need to have on the target itself. No hits on target is a 20-second penalty because you didn't get any hits on the target at all. Steel targets are limited to a miss penalty only. If you didn't hit it, it's a miss.
Miss is worth 10
seconds.
points, 10 seconds.
Specialty things, we have procedural penalty. Procedural is worth 20 seconds. That's for people who shoot stuff outside of the norm of the stage or the prescribed shooting order of the stage. This can be something simple as not shooting the targets in the correct order or shooting from a prop in the wrong order.
Stage par times are set at 180 seconds or 3 minutes. That should be sufficient time to complete the stage, regardless of the shooter's ability.
Follow on to that is this: if you par out, your actual score for that time or for that stage will be listed as 180 seconds, regardless if your last shot was fired at 175, 179. Your time is 180. At that point, any missed penalties for steal or failure to neutralize, no hits on target penalties will be added to your score sheet accordingly. Last penalty we have there is circumvention of game spirit. These are for the people who physically can't do something simply because they aren't able to. We have a lot of different physical stuff at our match that's a little different than your standard matches. You can expect to run, climb, crawl, go over obstacles, go under obstacles, and carry weights. Weights, we're going to pretty much keep limited to right around the 30-pound range, but it can be up to that. We do have a 25-pound kettlebell, which you will be known to throw, drag, carry, etc.
Let's talk about holsters.
Holsters. The big thing about holsters is they need to maintain control of the pistol at all times, going over, under, around, through different obstacles. Your big open gamer style holster that's basically not a holster but just there to basically hold the gun might not be the best option, not only because of safety reasons, but because it probably won't keep the gun from getting very, very dirty and not want to function.
This is an example of a Safariland ALS holster. But any type of concealed carry holster that keeps the gun secure inside the waist or outside is suitable. You can carry in the appendix position if you have the skills and ability to do so. We don't recommend that for beginner shooters because of the risk factor.
I think that's about it.
So, we run the match on the first Saturday of every month. The sign-up times are 0 to 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock we have a shooters meeting, and then we'll squad everybody and kick you out to the stages, and it usually lasts up until about early afternoon. It's Cowtown Range. Our website is az2gun.com. You can find us on Instagram at @Arizona2Gun, and our Facebook page is AZ2Gun. Hope to see you on the range.
Come out and see us, guys. Have fun.